Happy Winter Carnival. We've got some stakes action here today on this Saturday here at Laurel Park on the 21st, starting with the Extra Heat, the Jennings, the Geisha, the Fire Plug, the What a Summer, and of course the Spectacular Bid.
Snack. In the rough. Snack Vaccination on the inside, Orakovics in between horses, and La Marvelous right there in the early mix. And they're joined too by Imagine It, who has some early speed. So Imagine It, Orakovics going head to head for the opening furlong. La Marvelous outside of that pair in third. Snack of the Fire outside in fourth, and Vaccination after a sharp break is well settled in fifth of the early stages. Under the two back to Gaming Soul, and it's way back double digits more. And trailing the field is Magic. Racing down the back stretch now. Inside is Imagine It, nursing a narrow lead. Imagine It, Orakovics, and La Marvelous of the outside third. Vaccination still at the rail in fourth, and Stack of the outside in fifth. Gaming Soul is sixth, only 4 to 5 from the front, and McMagic still outkicked into the far turn run. And there goes Orakovics going on with it with La Marvelous. Imagine It back third, and then Snack of the outside, and Vaccinations moving in between horses, just 3 from the leaders now, and then followed by Gaming Soul, who's still got a shot. 3 furlongs left to go. La Marvelous leads the way. La Marvelous turns in. La Marvelous turns for home with a 2-length lead from Snack in second. Vaccination on the outside. Then Orakovics and Gaming Soul into the stretch. Quarter of a mile left to go. And it's La Marvelous looking good. La Marvelous by 6 lengths. And then it's Vaccination running along to second. Snack is in third. La Marvelous 6 in front still. Vaccination strongly to second now with about a furlong left to go. It's La Marvelous and Geron Barbosa trying to hold sway for another 16th of a mile. They've got a 4-length lead on Vaccination trying to bridge the gap, but it's La Marvelous. La Marvelous from Vaccination. Third will be Snack, and then it was McMagic who made up many lengths to finish fourth, and Gaming Soul fifth. Mr. Mosley. And they're off. Flaming East first away. Mr. Mosley there on the outside. Super Emperor set up for early speed. Rammer racing up on the inside there of Amicalola Falls. First 5 bunched up by only about 3 lengths. What Say You follows that group, and then back to Crimson Rocket on the inside, who has to tap on the brakes and steady there, and then followed by Chambo, who's next, and Singlino out 3 deep into the far turn run, and back to Chauffeur, who's at the back of the pack heading into the far turn run. Flaming East shows the way. Flaming East 3 parts of a length from Mr. Mosley in second. What Say You on the outside, just taking third from Rammer, back in fourth. Crimson Rocket down inside there in fifth. Amicalola Falls and Super Emperor 3 deep around the turn. Chambo riding the rail 8 or 9 9 to make up at this point, followed by Sinclino and Chauffeur. Top of the stretch, Flaming East takes him for home. Flaming East turns in with about a 3-length advantage from Robber in second. On the inside is Crimson Rocket is willing. Crimson Rocket down inside, trying to run at Flaming East. Flaming East with a furlong left to go and a 3-length lead and holding well. It's Flaming East and Jamie Rodriguez. They're in front from Robber by 3, almost 4. Crimson Rocket back in third, and Amicalola Falls try to pick up fourth, and What Say You will finish fifth.
When we started adding protocols, the first thing we knew we wanted to do was to add veterinarians watching training. We really had to look at all of the opportunities that we had to impact horse safety, controlling medication and training, which had never been done, investing in cutting-edge diagnostic techniques, decreasing the amount of medication that was in the horse on race day. Right now it's training, but we're checking horses that are racing on Saturday. Thank you. You're all right, sweetie. I feel like we are changing things for the better.
Right now it's basically just being present. We do examine various horses in the days leading up to it. Race day, it's every horse. We're watching the horses, how they warm up. Now they've got weight on their back. We're on different surface. We're still following the horses. All the horses look good during their warm-up, sound ready to run.
I truly feel like we are moving the sport forward. The horses are better for it. We've really changed to focus on putting horses at the center and being the most important part of the equation.
Reloading. And they're off of the extra heat. Chickiness with a sharp break for the gate. Chickiness from L Street Lady. Chickiness is in front, 3 parts of a length from L Street Lady. Here's Grayson Charm into third and Filtered Light, and We'll See trailing the field in fifth and only 5 from the speed. Chickiness shows the way. Chickiness is up front with L Street Lady applying a bit of pressure, just a half length behind in second, length and a half. Filtered Light third by ahead. Grayson Charm on our outside. The 2-path as they roll to the far turn run, and We'll See trailing the field. Opening quarter 23.02 into the far turn run. And it is Chickiness and L Street Lady. Chickiness, L Street Lady on the outside. L Street Lady trying to get by Chickiness right now with 2.5 furlongs left to go. Another 4 back. Grayson Charm, Filtered Light is next, and We'll See trailing the field. Chickiness still game and holding on to the lead from L Street Lady at the top of the stretch through a half mile. Coming up here, top of the lane in 47.63 into the stretch. And here's L Street Lady. L Street Lady's gone by. Chickiness is battling on. Now they're both driving past that final furlong. L Street Street Lady, Chickiness on the inside, not giving up the fight though. L Street Lady and Chickiness, a 16th left to go. L Street Lady and Chickiness. L Street Lady in the extra heat under Jevion Toledo to win. Chickiness was second, and We'll See picks up third. Need to be cold, a bit restless, settling in. And they're off in the Jennings Stakes. Exculpatory was first away. Our Nation on Parade with a clean break. And then in between horses there moving forward too is Monday Morning Quarterback and also Whiskey and You with early pace. And Ain't to Be or Cold racing up on the inside as they sort. And they clear the 1 mile chute. It is Whiskey and You, Monday Morning Quarterback there on the outside to contest the issue. Ain't to Be or Cold third. Our Nation on Parade, Exculpatory steadied a bit, shuffle back in fifth. Plot the Dots. It clear sailing on the outside, 6 lengths from the early speed back to 1:10. And Galerio is last of them all. Opening quarter 23.94, heading over the far turn. Whiskey and You inside and Monday Morning Quarterback on the outside, head to head into the far turn run. A gap of 2.5. It Ain't to Be or Cold, Our Nation on Parade with a good clean trip on the outside. Exculpatory racing down to the inside, and there followed by Plot the Dots, and then back to Galerio in 1:10. Has to fire from the back of the pack, half mile in 47.66. They race to the top of the stretch for the extended run into the second wire. Monday Morning Quarterback, and here's Our Nation on Parade. Our Nation on Parade strolls up on the outside along with Plot the Dots. Plot the Dots, Our Nation on Parade, Exculpatory battling for share. Extreme outside, there is a Galerio as they come now at 3/16 of a mile after run 6 furlongs, a minute 13.53. Plot the Dots in front and pulling away now. Plot the Dots with a nice final furlong, extending the lead now 3 lengths. Second, Galerio, and then Our Nation on Parade, followed by 1:10 is rally from the back of the pack. Exculpatory also fighting for that share. It is going to be Plot the Dots. Second finish line, 1 mile. And they're off to the Geisha. Good break for award one at a Malibu Beauty and Sweet Surprise on the far outside. Also Bourbon Wildcat in the lead group, but there goes the favorite Malibu Beauty, who will take over the opening furlong. Leads a couple of lengths from Sweet Surprise in second. Bourbon Wildcat at award wanted. Settles in out of the inside, racing in fourth position. 2 more lengths. Fool Yourself is followed by Sweet Gracie, well in advance now. Start with a Bang, who trails the field. It's Malibu Beauty racing just off the rail. At the rail is Bourbon Wildcat, has got room to roam right on through and prompt the pace. The opening quarter went in 24.17. Heading out the far turn run. And there was Bourbon Wildcat, aggressive on the inside and going to take a narrow lead, but Malibu Beauty fighting back on the outside. And award one is right off them in third, and Sweet Surprise looms up there in fourth position. Sweet Gracie is fifth, 5 to 6 lengths to make up, and followed by Fool Yourself and Start with a Bang. Half mile 48.09. Midway on that turn, and it's Bourbon Wildcat on the inside. Big favorite Malibu Beauty. Lap tour on the outside, and award wanted is third, just a couple of lengths from the front, and Sweet Surprise is next, and Sweet Gracie is fifth. They turn in, a quarter of a mile left to go. Bourbon Wildcat and Malibu Beauty's now asked the question to get on by on the outside, and in the meantime, award wanted gets a good rail trip and runs right on through. And here is award wanted. Award wanted's taking the lead. Award wanted up top now from Bourbon Wildcat by 2 lengths. Malibu Beauty no fire to kick on, followed by Sweet Gracie with a 16th left to go. Award wanted in front. Award wanted by 4 for Bourbon Wildcat. Then Malibu Beauty and Sweet Gracie. And then next was Start with a Bang, fifth.
The Maryland Jockey Club's Canter for a Cause cantered on with just over 300 entrants this year, coming from far and wide in this unique event to walk, trot, and canter over the famed Pimlico racecourse that showcased historic legends and champions. The only event of this type founded by Georgianne Hale. All benefits go to the renowned nonprofit, the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance.
Well, this is a great event. I think it really showcases the thoroughbred can come out here and ride and come back to the racetrack and not have any issues. It's a great event for awareness and fundraising, and I think it's a great community event, especially with these people bringing OTTBs, because when they bring them here and they get to showcase them in front of everyone else, I think it's really fun. And because it's close to Halloween this year, we've seen a lot of great costumes, so that's good too. I think a lot of people assume that the racehorse ever came back to the track, that they would not be able to handle it. And we've seen today lots of horses come through the gate with little kids being led out, and things are fun. So yeah, I think once they're out of that racehorse mode for the most part, and they can come out to the track and enjoy themselves, and I think depending on what they're being trained for, they come back here and they know that this rider wants to canter slow or walk or trot, so it's good. It's good.
Six and a half furlongs at the Fire Plug Stakes. And they're off. Al Loves Josie off to a very quick start as usual. Five Dreams up with early speed, and Air Token racing up on the outside. Savoy up close there too, racing in fourth position as they move down the backstretch. Here's Factor It In on the outside in the clear, racing along from fifth about the four-path. Karen's Notion always in a hurry, and trailing the field is Yorli. Hey, hoo! It trails now about a dozen lengths from the front. Heading over the far turn, Five Dreams shows the way. The outside, Air Token trying to press the issue from second. Al Loves Josie is in third, and Savoy on the inside through an opening quarter at 23.51. And here is Factor It In. Factor It In on the outside is trying to move up and moves up to third now and spies that pace into the far turn run with 3 furlongs left to go. Air Token, Five Dreams pressuring one another on the lead, and Factor It In looking good from third position, just a couple of lengths in the front and trying to gain now as they come to the top of the stretch. Al Loves Josie's followed by Karen's Notion, always in a hurry. He's got to rally for the back of the pack, and they're followed the back there by Savoy on the inside and into the stretch now, and Factor It In is taking the lead to Air Token on the inside. Five Dreams battles along but drops back, and then Al Loves Josie. The others all for a minor share now. It's Factor It In. Look at how sharp Factor It is in again today. Angel Cruz and Factor It In. They're just going to bullet home and open up 3 at the end as Yodeli Hey Hoo rallies for second, and Five Dreams always in a hurry. Savoy. Minute 18.01.
It's probably the most beautiful racetrack in the country, to be honest with you.
The background is just beautiful.
I love Gulfstream Park because of the grandstand and the racing.
The weather is beautiful. The facility is phenomenal.
The Gulfstream Championship meet has become one of the top events of the year. You could come out on a Wednesday and see a future Preakness winner.
They're off in the Preakness. The Run Happy Santa Anita Derby.
Got the unique 6.5 down the hillside turf course. A whole lot of great racing here in California.
And Laurel.
We have all 3 surfaces here, the only racetrack in the country to have all 3 surfaces. Being close to the ocean, being surrounded by some of the greatest horses and riders in history, it's amazing.
It's the prettiest thing you've ever seen. There's no one else has a background like we do.
And they're off of the What a Summer Stakes. But Tay sent out for the leads, and Don't Let Sweet Fool You with a natural early speed and swaying to and fro wants to join that party in between horses. 3 right across the track, and Fille d'Esprit will spy the speed from fourth on the outside, and Snicket is in the back. Only 4 lengths will cover them. Don't Let Sweet Fool You and swaying to and fro, matching her strides to the outside, and in is Fouette in third position now, and Snicket down to the inside, and Fille d'Esprit last, but only 3 from the front, out 3 wide. Into the far turn run, Don't Let Sweet Fool You, swaying to and fro, and Fouette still in the middle. mix. Right there between horses and Feed de Spree on the far outside, that red cap. Coming with a 4-wide bid, 22.52 with that opening quarter mile. They race toward the top of the stretch now, swaying to and fro. Feed de Spree. Footaya between horses. Don't Let Sweet Fool You backs off a bit in fourth, and Snicket is fifth. They turn in. Feed de Spree into the stretch from swaying to and fro. Her 46.45 half mile, and Feed de Spree is ready to strut her stuff. There she goes. Feed de Spree opening up 2.5, 3 lengths. Feed de Spree, she's back. Feed de Spree in front by 3. Feed de Spree rebounds to win here, going away under Xavier Perez. Feed de Spree in the What a Summer Stakes from swaying to and fro. Then Snicket, Footay, or Don't Let Sweet Fool Ya. They're off of this spectacular bid. My Blue Eyes very fast out of the gate. Tis No Clown and Coffee with Chris are coming forward too. B West is in fourth. Out of the inside, Heldish and Prince of Jericho. Heldish and Prince of Jericho now moving fourth and fifth. Within 2 of the lead. On the mark is back there is sixth position. B West has dropped back a bit to second last position. And trailing the field is We Don't Need Roads. About 13 lengths will cover them heading with the far turn. Good pace going. Tis No Clown a half length in front. Heldish is tugged along in between horses. Coffee with Chris there 3 deep on the outside. Prince of Jericho is fourth. My Blue Eyes is in fifth. On the mark is next in sixth. B West has 8 or 9 lengths to make up. At trailing the field is We Don't Need Roads. Opening quarter went 23.35 into the far turn with 3 furlongs left to go. It is Tis No Clown and Coffee with Chris. Here comes Prince of Jericho firing up on the outside, and Heldish is right there through a half mile and 46.85. And so Prince of Jericho and Coffee with Chris going to go on together. Tis No Clown, Heldish back in fourth position, and then back to On the Mark is running a big race too. They're at the top of the stretch now. Prince of Jericho driving on the outside of the lead. Leads at about a length from Coffee with Chris in second. Tis No Clown and On the Mark trying to pick up a share. For the final furlong, it's Prince of Jericho widening now 2 lengths in front. Coffee with Chris is determined, but second best to Prince of Jericho. And Carol Cedeno coming home to win the spectacular bid. Prince of Jericho by 3 at the finish. Coffee with Chris was second, got close for third there. On the Mark in B West, and then Tis No Clown. Checking out Irish Lace. Reloading. And they're off. Willful Desire, there goes Ice Storming. Amalfi Lady racing down to the inside. And Irish Laces right up close to the outside is Lunita. Ice Storming leads the way, but just a narrow lead. Ice Storming from Willful Desire. Ice Storming head in front from Willful Desire. Irish Lakes with speed up there while 3 wide, and caught out widest of them all is Lunita. And Amalfi Ladies in the back. Compact field into the far turn. Round that turn, and it's Willful Desire now in front from Irish Lace in second, and Lunita the outside, and Ice Storming settles back 4th position, and Amalfi Lady trailing the field with 3 furlongs left to go. Willful Desire just in front. Willful Desire is trying to kick indeed. Opens just a little bit now. Length and change. Ice Storming with a wide open inside run. Irish Lace and Lunita on the outside. They're followed by Amalfi Lady. Top of the stretch where Willful Desire turns for home. About a 3-length advantage now on Ice Storming in second. It is Willful Desire. Ice Storming clearly second. And inside is Irish Lace trying to hang on a third, and Lunita with a furlong left to go. Willful Desire ridden out in front by some 3 lengths. Here's Ice Storming on the outside. One final try as Willful Desire is in front. Willful Desire to do it. Willful Desire from Ice Storming second. Irish Lace was third, and Lunita fourth. Amalfi Lady. Minute 15.02.
Of course, we've got a 12:25 post tomorrow for Sunday's racing, but thank you so much for joining us here on this Winter Carnival Stakes Day.